Okay.
Thank you.
Better.
Amazing. Oh, it was hot in here. Thanks. This is not. Okay. They heard you say I love you. It's okay. Hi guys. How's it going? Can you hear us? Or hear me, I should say. I'm just one. Thank goodness, right? Matt just walked out. So you should just be hearing me now. Hi, Charlene. How's it going, darling? Hello, Roxanne. Hand pink waving. Are your hands pink? Hey, guys. Oh, I forgot something. Y'all say hello real quick. I got to get something off my desk. I'll be right back. Oh, Daisy. Okay, sorry about that. There's always something I forget. Okay, I'm back. Hi, guys. Welcome aboard. I'm here. Great, thanks. You can hear me. Yay! Hey, Frida. Yes, I remembered something. Last minute, of course. That I'm sharing last, but I wanted to make sure I had it. So, how are you guys doing today? Yes, Charlene, it is a great release. This is Charlene's card I'm holding. Yes, yep, this is Charlene's card. There we go. So we have a new type of slimline insert this month. Fighting with this light for a second. There we go. So we have a new slimline insert. I'm super happy about it. It's a fence. Isn't that cool? And she actually used it in conjunction with one of our other slimline dies. Yes, it's Friday. Oh, and I got a good mailbox today from scrapbook.com. Because, even though I no longer get to buy stamps and dies anymore, and I do get to do my own, sometimes the girl still needs a happy craft box to come in, right? Absolutely. So I got some new watercolor markers and all the inks that I need to do Create. We're going to be at Create next week, which is a Simon Says Stamp event. And we'll be doing make and takes and joining in all the fun there. It's in Columbus, Ohio. You can come just for the make and takes. The classes are sold out, but you can come just to do, there's 25 different companies there, and we will be one of them. Charlene's going to be there. Jen will be there, and Sarah. And Matt will be there also. He's going to play golf sometimes. We're just going to have him sneak in and out. He can go play golf, right? Yes, everyone should come. It's it's just so fun because there's 25 companies, and there is nothing like it in the world. Really, there's no other place other than maybe Creativation, but only buyers can get into Creativation or influencers. So influencers with a lot of high followers. So if you ever get a chance to come to Create by Simon, it's in Columbus, Ohio. They have an airport, small airport, really easy in, easy out. The convention center they have it actually is not a convention center. It's an old school. And I think it was like a Catholic school because it's just the way it's set up. It's just different, and it's very quaint. And they have an amazing pub. Their food is really good. We're going to be in an Airbnb though because when there's 4 of us, it's much cheaper to stay in an Airbnb than it is 2 hotel rooms. So we'll be just slumming it in Airbnb, right? Yeah. But Ohio's kind of in the middle of the U.S. It's a good spot. Hi, Sammy. Sammy is, I can't say it yet. Anyway, guys, my name is Nicole Peterson, and I'm the owner designer of Picket Studios, and we are live out of my little, slumming it, out of my little video annex attached to my studio, where we come and show you new products and also sometimes give you demonstrations. I will be live again tomorrow, same place, same time, 6 o'clock, but I'll be doing techniques and showing you some fun new things to do with our new products. So again, like I said, my name's Nicole Peterson, and I'm going to go ahead and get started showing you guys the new release. All right, so we have a little theme. This month, you should just, Sarah's going to be there. Oh my good Lord. Okay, Sarah. Okay, I'm not going to look at the comments because y'all going to make me laugh and not be able to do my job. Okay, so here we go. We have a very summer-ish theme this month with beach, flamingos, watermelon, birds, a whole bunch of fun stuff. So here we have one of our first stamp sets, and it is called, can you guys see? Maybe it's just me that I can't see. This is called Tweet Tweet Friends. And there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, it's a 3x4. So there are 12 little birds and 4 sentiments. This goes great with our last month's release with the tree that we had. It goes perfectly with that. And it does have a coordinating die set. So, oh yeah, babe, lots of flamingos. Flamingos I've been working on trying to get out for a year and a half. So this is called Tweet Tweets, and there are 12 birds and 4 sentiments, and all the birds and the sentiments come in the die sets. So here's one sample that Sarah did with last month's slimline tree branch. Is that correct? Yeah, slimline tree branch in the Tweet Tweet birds. And they're really easy to die cut, do you see? And they're super easy to color. You don't even need 3 colors if you're going to be using Copic. You just need 1 light and 1 dark to give it a little tiny bit of shading. And then I'm going to show you again. They're here also again, and this is Charlene's card, and she put all the little birdies talking to each other. So there they are, and we're going to come back to this die later on. You're coming from Virginia? Yay! Guys, if you want me to be able to read your name, you have to give StreamYard permission. If Sarah or Jen could go ahead and, yeah, these are all available right now. If they haven't dropped the links yet, they will be right now. So they should be dropping the links. Okay, so Tweet Tweets. And then, so that was one of Sarah's cards and Charlene's. And then we have a twist that goes with it also about watermelon. So if you got our newsletter today and somehow read my little blurb at the top, I was talking about how beginning of spring in South Louisiana is whenever my grandparents' watermelon would bloom and grow, and we would always get together. And we would, some of my family would put salt on their watermelon. So we always had people who were salt eaters and people who were non-salt eaters. So I have a new deer girl for you guys, and she is called Sweet Sweet Deer. Isn't she cute? She has beautiful eyes, and these braids are so fun to color. And she comes with 2 birds. They're not the same birds as they are on Tweet Tweet, but they can go together because, you know, they're just different species of birds, right? So we have Sweet Deer, and she's pretty big. If you want to see, here's Sarah's card with her, and then I even have a card with her somewhere, which is amazing. Oh yeah, this is one of the create cards that we're going to be making. That we're going to be using Tweet Tweet Girl and the new Rainbow for All Seasons, which does come with a watermelon die in the middle of it. As an adult, I prefer my watermelon blended with other tasty things. So, Charlene, you don't like salt? I don't really eat watermelon, but I love to color watermelon. I mean, I eat watermelon. It's just not my first. Maybe I ate too much of it as a kid. Hey, Dawn. Anyway, so here we have Sarah's card and my card, 2 different versions of it. And you see we both used Tweet Tweet, and we both used not Tweet. We both use Sweet Deer, and we both use the Rainbow for All Seasons. And the Rainbow for All Seasons is one big plate here, and then this is another plate. So when this cuts out, it all cuts out. I'm sorry, there's 3 dies in here. It comes with an outline die. So there's an outline die, then there's an inner die that cuts out the rainbow parts, and then there's this piece right here. So it comes with 3 dies. So let me show you real quick, because I want y'all to understand, because I don't want you to be confused. So the watermelon for this comes off, but it's all one piece, so you can die cut it together. And then here, the tape is so strong. And then here, there are 2 other dies. So you can have this die here, which is a shadow, or you can use it to make a shaker. And then you have this part right here. So this will cut out this. I know sometimes dies are strange looking. It's just the way that manufacturers do it. So this actually cuts out 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. 4 pieces. And these arrows come out separate. It's not like stuck in another piece, which you can actually see with mine right here. I cut out 2 sets of arrows. So this was the piece. This is the piece that looks strange right here, the strange looking piece. This is the arrow. And then this is the piece that's on the outer side that cuts an inner piece inside of it. And then you can see the lime green in the very back of mine is the shadow. So you can use it with the shadow or without the shadow. You can use it with the watermelon inserts or without the watermelon inserts. So we also have, let me put this back on here, because I know that I get fussed at when I don't put them all back together by the warehouse. Okay, then we also have a seamless stamp, which is super easy to line up. Very, very simple. And it's seamless stamps mean you stamp this once, and then you either move your paper or your stamp over and you stamp it again. So that means that when you stamp this, this part of the watermelon right here actually matches this part of the watermelon here. So when you stamp it and you move it over, this little watermelon would already be on your paper, and when you move it over, this part of the watermelon matches up. So you can actually stamp this in all 4 directions and make things as large as you want. And we do this because this cuts, like literally saves you $10 when you buy a background stamp. And all you have to do is move it. You don't have to move your stamp. You can choose to move your paper. It's totally up to you. So we have Tweet Tweets. We have a new Dear Girl. We have a new Seamless. We have an amazing watermelon die. And that's just part of the summer release. So we also have, before I go on, whose card is this? Oh, this is Charlene's card that she made. And she used the watermelon nectar. And as you can see, she aligned it to make it larger than what it is. So this is the size of the stamp. So if you notice, for her to get all the way across this card, she would have had to stamp it once and then moved her paper and stamped it a second time. Do y'all see that? So that's how she got her size shape of her watermelon nectar, is that even though this is a square, she was able to make a rectangle out of it because she just moved it over. All right, so 3 different versions. Isn't that fun? Almost everyone made a card with Sweet Sweet Dear. So Charlene's, mine, and Sarah's. And they're all great. It's fun whenever your friends get together and you make cards, and everyone is different, but then still similar, right? All right, so let's move away. This is the watermelon. We're going to move that away, and then now we're going to move to beach. And I can tell you that I have been waiting and waiting and waiting to release this because it's all about flamingos. Well, and beach. So I'm going to show you the dies first. So we have a slim line, and this is called Slim Line Scene Building Seashore Cover Plate Die. Yeah, it's a mouthful. But then we also have the A2. Okay, now the A2 is vertical, and the slim line one is horizontal. Okay, and what it is, if you look at it, this is the sand. This would be like the foamy water that washes in. This part here is a darker shade of the foam water, and then here would be the darkest shade of blue. So you would go from dark blue, light blue to foamy, like, white, kind of sandy water. And then this is the actual sand. So it cuts out 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, as well as so it cuts out the entire paper, and it cuts out the 4 pieces that you inlay to it. So here's Charlene's that she did on an A2. So as you can see here, all the part that you see that are brown is if you look at this one, is the sand right here. Okay. And then this intersection is her light blue. And then she went 1 shade darker with the third. And then the 4th piece, she went even darker to more of a true, like, tropical blue color. So they do the same exact things. Okay. So how you see here, except this one is going to be longer. It's horizontal, and it's slimline. But remember, you can always cut slimline down, and make it, if you wanted to, you could turn this into an A2 vertical and then mat it on something. Or you can choose to purchase the A2 if you're just an A2 card maker. Seems like there's a lot of waste with the beach plates. Oh, no, ma'am. You're using the entire plate. And you know what? Honestly, do it in white instead of cardstock. Then you can just use your paper pouncers to add a whole bunch of ink, and you don't have to worry about wasting paper. It's not very often. You know what? I don't blame you for saying that, Deborah, because cardstock is expensive right now. I'm working on putting a kit together that'll be out in June. And when I saw the price of a piece of cardstock, that I was flabbergasted. I could not believe how expensive, like 45 cents. And that was my price. So that means in stores, an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper is like $1.25. That's insane. So I do get your point. However, if you die cut it and then use your paper pouncers or your other ink blending tools, you won't have a problem with wasted paper. So we have these seashores, okay? And remember, they also cut out the outside. It's not just the inside. So they cut out your card base too. Then we have these beautiful new, and these are Dear Girls as well. We have 2 new Dear Girls this month. So these are called Summer Beach Friends Dear. And they have 2 flamingos that are facing each other, okay? Then you have one girl holding a ball and the other one holding a floaty, and she's drinking some kind of soda. And you have a towel right here. And if you wanted to, I saw someone take this towel and make it into a raft. Like they had it floating on the water. So it doesn't have to be just a beach towel. And then it comes with I Love Seagulls. I'm sure it has something to do with Finding Nemo. And then it also has one of the fun little beach chairs. And then other little flamingos and crabs and little birds. And then the coordinating die set has everything in it, including the sentiments. Isn't that fun? Yes. So we have this flamingo, and then, ta-da, we also have pretty much the same flamingos. They're not the same size, but they're the same flamingos. And a seamless also. So you have a seamless flamingo stamp that coordinates with the flamingos and the beach scene. Hello from Oklahoma. Hello. So here we have the Summer Beach Girl Friends Dear with the facing flamingos and the 2 girls and your chair. This could be a floaty if you wanted it to be, or it could be a beach towel. And we have a seamless 4x4 stamp that go together. But we're not done yet with flamingos. So hold on to your horses, because when I say that I've been doing this we've been working on this stamp set that I'm about to show you. I'm not joking. We had to go back. I think I had to redo the dot. I had to redo the stamps had to be redone because there wasn't enough masking on the legs. You'll see in a minute. And then the dies had to be redone because they were just too close to the edge. So we have fabulous flamingos. And guys, this is a huge 4x12 stamp set. this is a monster, okay? It is 4 by 12 because you get not just two flamingos that are sharing a rose, you also get a taller flamingo sharing a rose. So here's Sarah's card, and she did some masking, and she used this rose also as well. And we also have lots of other samples of coloring this. This looks like it's a hard thing to color. It's not, because flamingos have that natural black neck and those black legs. So what I did is I made sure I had the legs black and a lot of shading on the neck. And look, the flower shows you exactly where to put your shading. This is not hard to color at all. Actually, this might be what we color tomorrow night. I mean, why not challenge us to color it quick? So the sentiments say, "Miss you. You are still you are still standing, and that's what matters." It has this beautiful rose stamp. It has a butterfly. It says, "You look fabulous. Why fit in when you were meant to stand out? Fabulous looks great on you, and you are fabulous, darling." And I actually have a group of friends, and we call ourselves the flamingos. I'm not going to say what we completely call ourselves, but it's a joke, and we call ourselves the Fabulous Flamingos. And yeah, Sarah, guys, I'm not. This literally was a year and a half, because you see these legs. These legs were an issue. They didn't have enough not rubber, photopolymer to hold those legs together when you stamp them. And then with this die came in, its little legs, it was too skinny. Anyway, it was a challenge, to say the least, to get the stamp and the die to match. And sometimes that happens where we'll literally sit on a stamp for like 6 to 9 months trying to get the dies. But this time there was an issue with both of them. And I've only been making stamps for 5 years. Remember, I'm just an old school teacher, so I don't know everything myself. So it was a challenge. I learned many lessons, but they are called the Fabulous Flamingos. And I can tell you a lot of stores bought these at Creativation. All right. So those are our flamingos. And we have one more stamp. Technically, this was supposed to come out last month, but things happen, right? So we have another version, guys, of our fun themed background stamp, not background, but coloring stamps. This one is called the Bakery. We've had the bookshop, we've had the flower shop, and now we have the Bakery. And let me read you some of these sentiments. I love them. So right here it says cake and cookies, open. And then the sentiments say, here is your calorie-free birthday card, because cards don't have calories, right? Cupcakes don't ask questions, they just understand. Take life one cookie at a time. Any way you slice it, you're the best. Just add sprinkles, they make life more interesting. It's okay to eat just the frosting. It's your birthday. Sometimes you just need to eat a cookie or two. And last, cake is for life, not just birthdays. So that one's all about me, because cake's like my favorite food. Yes, I know I shouldn't be eating cake, but I love it. So we have two cards. One is from Brenda. Oh, this is the bookshop. I didn't even pull the right cards. Oh, we must not have a card to show you it colored. This is the bookshop, which was a couple of months ago, and I pulled these. The Bakery stamp takes the cake. That's a good one, Deborah. So this does not have dies, because it's not really meant to be cut out. Now, if you want to cut it out, it is not hard at all. But as you see here, okay, this is not an example of this. But as you see here with the similar one, all it needs to do is to be stamped and colored. It doesn't. Now I do, when I do stamp these and then clear emboss, just to give it a little bit more height, because I like to watercolor, and that helps keep my leavies in. So this is our newest installment of one of our building background themes, where we've had the bookshop, now we have the Bakery, and why can't I remember the third one? Bookshop, Bakery, and something else. I don't remember. There's a third one. This is your favorite stamp line? Yes, absolutely. I'm going to be honest, I haven't had a lot of time to color in the last couple of months, because I've been just doing a lot of different things for work. And I haven't got to color these yet. But my new watercolor markers. Oh, the witchcraft one. Yeah, so Flower Shop, Bookshop, we have a witchcrafts one, which is super fun. It came out a little late. It was like only a month before Halloween last year, so you might not have seen it, but it was just really super cute. And now we have the bakery, and we do have more of these coming out, I promise. This is really fun. I love making the sentiments for these because they're just so themey and they're fun, and you don't really need anything to go with it. It's just a stamp set alone by itself, and it could be for girlfriends, it could be for your kids, it could be for someone you don't even know. Yeah, very fun. So that is it for the stamps, but that doesn't mean we're done. We have dies now. Okay, so we have, let me see. So we have a new tree. This is called Scene Building Grassy Tree Die. So this is meant for an A2, but it is flat at the bottom. So that means that you put this on top of your paper and you decide how tall or how short this die is going to be. Okay, I'll show you tomorrow night. So if you cut 3 of these out, like let's say 3 different greens, you can actually layer 3 of them because this doesn't cut at the bottom. It's just flat. So if you have a piece of paper, let me use her card. If I have a piece of paper and I put my die here, let me put it down, and I put my die here on this paper, however long the paper is how tall this is going to be. So when it cuts out, if you want it to cut out to reach up to, here on the card, you can have all of this top of your grass, right? The top and to the bottom. And I do this because you really don't need a bottom to it, because think about it. You just cut it with your paper trimmer, and you can this way you can make your die much more flexible and versatile, and you don't need to have a layering grass die because whatever length of height of the die you decide, or the paper, excuse me, whatever length of the paper you decide, you can just cut it out twice and layer one on top of the other, and you're all good. And then we also have something else coming out next month, 2 other things that go along with this. Then we have another bird this month. This is so sweet. It is called Layering Fauna Songbird. So here we have it comes with an outline, okay? Then on the inside, it cuts out the bird with 3 little feathers, and then here are the 2 wings. So it's just something that's I thought was really sweet, that if you bought the Tweet Tweets stamp set, all these sentiments work great. This also works great with our this is our very first one, Oval Fence Slimline Die Cutting System. And you get these 3 words also with this die cut. So this goes really well with this big bird sitting here, or, whatever you want, whatever summer thing you want. And the grass, that's why I came up with the grass, because the grass also, you could cut it out and make it stand up behind the fence right here. That would be so cute, huh? So this is just like our normal inserts that we make for our slimline system, except it's oval, and you can see how large it is. So this is a regular slimline card here, and you can see exactly how large that is. And just the possibilities of this die. Hey, Brandy. The possibilities of this die right here are, they're unmatched. I can't wait to play with it. And then you get these words that say you are amazing also, because if I can stick something in that little bit of space, I will. So we have the Layering Fauna Songbird die, and then we have Oval Slimline Die Cutting System insert, and we will have another one of these in Halloween. It's already on its way to the warehouse. Then we have Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day. We did not have something like this in our line, and everybody's been asking me to come out with, yes, I agree, Deborah, with these words. So we have Happy Mother's Day, and I always put what it looks like at the top, so when you go into the store you can see what it reads. So it says Happy Mother's Day, and then here this is a much more of a I guess you could say a funkier font, Happy Father's Day. And you know what, I did pull some cards. How cute would it be? Like, this is from last month. This was our escape with me. But how fun would these words be? Happy Father's Day on this card, just like right across the bottom, or even like right, just right here. So I did pull these because I wanted to show you how well Happy Father's Day goes well with um, last month's escape with me treat. And then honestly, Happy Mother's Day, any flower. I mean, actually, if you were my kid, I'd be happy with the bakery and slap Happy Mother's Day on it. Right? Because to me, we have a lot of girl stamps out there that we can use for Happy Mother's Day. So I just decided we would come out with the phrase for it, and then we can use lots of different things that we have, right? So we have Happy Mother's Day in a much more masculine font, and then we have Happy Mother's Day in a much more soft, girly type font. All right, and then we have 2 more dies. Now, I always say I'm excited about things, but I'm really excited about these because it's a forest. And I love forests and trees, and this is Charlene's card. Oops, upside down. So here's the sample that Charlene did. And she actually used, this was a stamp set last year. It was a princess stamp or cookies. Shh, Brandy, don't tell anybody about the cookies. So you see, this is the forest. And she chose to put this month's new Luxe color behind it. And Sarah did a card like this, where she chose to use it black, and then she did a whole bunch of ink blending. And I'm assuming she wanted to keep it masculine, so she just put one fox with the simple little word "hi" into the woods. Yes. Okay, so we have 2 of them. We have Slimline, and then we have A2. But you got to look at this. Inside the Slimline, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little additional dies. Do y'all see that? Because if I can fill up that space, I'm going to do it. So we get more for what we pay for, right? So this is going to cut the whole outline of an A2 card. It'll remove all the pieces to create the woods. Oh yeah, black woods. Also Halloween. If you've never used this type of die with black cardstock on a Halloween card, it's because we have had other versions, not exact, of course not the same, but just different. And in the past, some design team members have cut it out in black and used it for like a Halloween card. So pretty. And then on this one though, the Slimline, you have 2 longer pieces of foliage. So now you guys see why we came out with grass and all the other little fun things. So I think I've shown most of the cards. Oh, here's a card that we also have. This is Charlene's that she did using. Okay, this is an interesting card because Charlene used about 5 different products, and 4 of them are over a year old. So the crab and the 2 girls and the beach are from the new summer beach friends dear. Then do you see this right here in the back? You see her sand? That is actually snow. That is actually a snow stamp that we had this past winter. Then if you see the water right here, I think that stamp's 3 years old, where it's the water, and it comes from a stamp set where the water of it is not attached. It's like an under the water scene, right? So the under the water scene is one part of that stamp, and then the water itself is a separate stamp. So she used snow, the new summer dear girls. Then yes, and then she used the water. So why don't you, if you can, Jen, add the links to the snow banks and the water, because they might be interested in those. The snow banks, yeah. Remember, that's my goal. When I create things, I always want everything to flow together. I want you to pull out your older stamps. I don't even like it when someone says old stamps. Previously released. because, you know, if it's in your stash, it doesn't mean it's old. That just means maybe you didn't get to use it often enough yet, right? So anyway, so I was very impressed that she pulled all this together and made this sweet card. So, all right. The only thing we have left now is to talk about our new unbelievable, and we have no stencils this month. Isn't that crazy? I told y'all, my life has been, my work life has been so busy that I am actually behind on designing stencils. Don't tell anyone I said that. Oh, and you use the sand stamp. Oh, okay. Good Lord. Lots of blossoms. Lots of, oh, yeah. Do we have that? They didn't send that stencil to me. Do we have a stencil this month? Okay, Sarah, Jen, somebody needs to tell me. Oh, we do have, but I guess the warehouse didn't send it to me, so I'll go get it. I have it. But look, let me show you this. This is the new Luxe color that we came out with, and it is called Indigo Bunting. Indigo Bunting. And I know Charlene used it in a card. So I spread it. I just grabbed a stencil because I for some reason I did not I didn't know that I get anyway. Here we go, Indigo Bunting. This is our new Luxe. I'm trying to catch the light for you. Matt's not in here. He's much better at this. Anyway, so maybe you can see in the jar. So this is our super, super thick glitter and mica infused. And she used it. So see here, this is the stencil for this month. It's 6x6, lots of blossoms. And she used it in the background as a nighttime sky. Isn't that clever? She's very clever, Charlene, this month. Well, always clever, but you know what I mean. And you can see. And let me go grab, because I have that stencil. I'll be right back. It'll take me 2 shakes of a leg, because I have that stencil. They didn't put it in mine. Anyway, the warehouse must have, they forgot to put it in. So we do have one stencil this month, and it is called Lots of Blossoms. And it looks like this. It's called Lots of Blossoms. Now we already have a 6x6 and a slimline of this same stencil, but this is my favorite. Yes, it's impossible to keep up with all things. You're very right, Brandy. Now, I did eat those cookies today. Shh. Anyway, so here, this is my favorite stencil pattern that I love and use all the time. It is, so this is the 6x8 version of it. The 6x6 and the 6x and slimline. Here, now you can see it. So this is what it looks like. So it's what's called Lots of Blossoms. I use this a lot for Christmas too. So not only does it do great in the background of things, but this looks great with the poinsettia as well. So if you like this and you want a different size, we have the 6x6 and the slimline, and it's called Lots of Blossoms. All right. No idea why I have a tray in my video room, but it's okay. We can go with it, right? Who knows why? All right. So let's get down to sequence, and then I have a surprise. Okay, so we already talked about the new Luxe, and it's called Indigo Bunting. Now let's talk about, we have one embellishment jar. This is called Summer Rainbow. This has actually been sitting in the warehouse since last summer, because sometimes when I start mixing sequins, I kind of get I make too much. So I made too many mixes last year. So this had to wait to this summer to be released. So it has purple and blue, green, yellow, white, and clear. And it does come in a jar instead of a compact. So the jars mean you get 2 full ounces of it. Don't worry, I always have sequins everywhere. So this is called Summer rainbow. And it truly is, it's a very good, like a summerish rainbow. So it doesn't have like pink. I mean, it has pink in it and it has a little bit of yellow, but there's no red in it. But they do have some purple and some aqua and some metallic shaker garnish, some white shaker garnish, because, you know, I love shaker garnish. Love, love, love it. And then we have All About the Teals. Let me open this up because, you know, we always seal these compacts to make sure they don't burst open in your packages. So we already have All About the Yellows, All About the Pinks, All About the Galaxy. I forgot what else. All About the Purples. Now we have All About the Teals. And this is a greener teal than blue. So it's much greener than blue. And of course, it has all different sizes. And this one, what I especially like about it is it not only is it different sizes, and some of the sequins are metallic and some of them are matte. And I am so into larger sequins. Like this is a 6mm one on my finger. And I'm just so into the larger sequins right now. I don't know why. But I love putting all the different sizes. So there's not only different sizes in here, they have different finishes as well. Yes, All About the Teals. And then there's this one that came out, guys. I'm gonna be honest. If you like this next one, it's called Watermelon Crush. Don't wait, because I didn't have a lot of stuff to mix it. We ended up, I wanted to originally put this into a jar, because you're going to want a whole jar of it, but we didn't have enough. So don't wait on this one. This is called Watermelon Crush, and it is very good. I was, you know how you do some things once in a while in your life and you're like, oh, that was a good job. Good one, Nicole. Yeah, this is one of those times, rare times. And so here it's gorgeous. They have little watermelon clay. There's yellow sequins, dark green, light green. I see a little bit of white sequins, but when you dig down, because you know what happens, right? The lighter things always fall to the bottom. The best part about this mix is there's watermelon seeds. Look, can you see them? There's teeny tiny little watermelon seeds inside this mix. I was so happy. I've been having that clay forever. Had no idea what I was ever going to do with it. And I think there's I think they're supposed to be part of like a sushi mix or something. I don't know. But I was super excited to be able to mix all this together and finally use my watermelon clay and those little seeds clay. But we don't have much of it. So I'm not trying to push you to buy anything. I'm just saying that, you know, there's not much. I don't expect it to last long. And I don't have any more of the seeds to make it again. But on my card here, you see the little seeds? See the little birdies are eating my watermelon seeds? Thank you, Brandy. So you can see those are the little seeds that are in this watermelon crush. And then up here, I did use some yellow gems. And behind here is a stamp that we just released recently. It's a big bright sun. And I'm so into background stamping. We have an influencer that does things for us. Her name is Amy R. And she's really into using stamps, like building your card, but behind it, putting a lighter version of a larger stamp. And I'm really digging the way she does that. So here we go. So this is called Watermelon Crush. I'm not joking when I say don't wait, because I am using this at Creates, and that means they probably ordered at least 50 or 60 of them. So don't wait, because we always have more clay coming in, but you just never know if something can come back into stock or not. Oh, I forgot to show y'all this card. This is Sarah's card that she made. These little fronds that you see are from the inside of the 5x7 full front shaker. This is this stamp set. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? I know, when I saw this card, I'm like, golly, Sarah, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that, I mean, can you see how gorgeous this is? This is all watercolor, pencil colored. It's beautiful. All right, so I think I've shown you everything except I have a little surprise. This just came in today. Do you, now, who sees the difference? Can you see the difference? There's something different about this pouncer. What do you see different about the pouncer? And if you work for me, don't give them the answer. What do you see? There's something different about the pouncer, guys. Could it be that we had stickers made? Ha! Yes, Matt did this for us. I just mentioned it, that gosh, I would really, you're digging in your drawer and you got 2 purples of something and you don't know which one is for your dye inks, which one's for your oxide inks, right? So we had stickers made. Now, they're not on the website yet because they literally came in like today. So he did not have time to put a product page up for these. But they're stickers that fit perfectly on either the inside, on the handle of your paper pouncer, or it can fit perfectly on top of your, I feel like I can't catch the light. There we go. So here, yes, and you can buy just the stickers. Yes, exactly. Looks like birds. So this word says oxide. Hey, babe. Matt. Let me go get him so he can help us see it better. Hey, Matt. Matt. You come here. I can't catch the light for them to see the stickers. Hurry. Okay. I think he was eating supper, but he can stop eating supper and come show us. He'll catch the light. He's so much better at catching the light. I'm horrible at it. Can you catch the light to show them the stickers? And I'm going to go get a yellow one. Go ahead. Here, this is probably better. Okay, so you see it says dye. So, thank you, babe. So now we have stickers. And they're not going to be, you can only buy these on our website. We're not going to have them, they're only going to be on our website. We're not going to wholesale them. They're stickers. But they came in today, and I was so excited. I was like, but I want to show them tonight. He said he just didn't have time to put the product page up today or take the pictures. But, and I don't know how many they're going to be sold or so if you want to leave suggestions on how, because obviously we can't sell them individually, right? But I know like the rainbow pack has 9 in them, okay? But you might want to put one, I'm not going to probably put a second one on here, but a lot of people like to have things labeled. So you could put one on and they're very easy. He did a really good job measuring them. He just builds homes, He kind of knows how to measure stuff. So you can choose to put them on the outside and the inside, or do without if you don't even want to label them whatsoever. Yes, so these stickers are exclusive just to our website because they're stickers. That's what all companies do. There's not many companies that sell stickers to other places wholesale because it isn't a product that's, So if you want to leave us some comments on how you think we should sell them, like in sets, I was thinking definitely, well, we'd have to have 1 strip of 9, right? Just if you wanted to put it on the outside. Then we'd have to have another strip of 18 in case people wanted to put it on the outside and the inside. And then, so that would be good for the oxide and the dye. So we might do that. Do strips of 9 and 18 in both the dye and the oxide. That way you have enough for one of each. And then also, if you have a strip of 9, that will cover the gray, black, and brown. And then you'll have a few extras that you're going to want to save for when the other colors come out. Yes, more colors. Instead of rolls, no, it didn't work out. It's just the type of sticker that it is. This is what he ordered. So anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll make it with some kind of easy way, right? So, all right, guys. Well, I hope y'all had a interesting evening with me, and everybody saw something that they like. These will be Maggie. Sorry. These stickers will be, if not tomorrow, the next day. Okay. Yeah, a set of 12. I don't know. I mean, because originally, obviously, we're just not sure. Just leave me a comment, guys, and tell me what you think, and I'll read over them tomorrow. And hopefully, one of us will come up with a great idea to figure out how we should sell them. But these will only be on the PFS website. So, all right. Well, thank you, guys. I always enjoy you guys coming in, joining us on a release night. I will be back tomorrow night, and I will be doing something technique based with maybe coloring or paper pouncing, or I don't know, because I'll just have to figure that out tomorrow, right? Yep. That's how I roll, guys. All right. Well, have a good evening. Hope your supper's delicious, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.